picture of me.
Take a picture of you?
Like wearing that.
If you looked like that, I would take a lot of pictures of you looking like that.
Shake up a martini, pull up a chair, and let's go thrifting. This is Mid-Century Wasted.
Welcome to Mid-Century Wasted. I'm Jamie.
Hello, I'm Blake.
And that's Blake, per usual.
I said it better than the last time. I'm more enthusiastic.
Today we're in Palm Springs, California. We just got done with a amazing bus tour led by the one and only Charles Phoenix. I don't know how or when I'm going to be putting in any clips from that, but you've either already saw it, you're going to see it, whatever. I know. Let's do it right now. This is the double-decker bus tour that we took, hosted by Charles Phoenix. If you don't know who he is, I don't know. You've been living under a rock. But go look him up. Follow him. He's on YouTube. He's on Instagram. He has his own website. He's everywhere. He's an entertainer. He's a celebrator of mid-century modern lifestyle and fashion and homes and everything. So please go check him out. I'm only going to insert a little bit of footage from the tour because it's one of those things where it's like you need to just go see it yourself, you know? Go pay the money. Go get on the double-decker bus. Go hang out in Palm Springs. Just go do it. Go live your life. It's a wonderful idea. So this was part of the Modernism Week last year, 2022, in Palm Springs. Modernism Week is just this week-long celebration of mid-century modern. There are so many different tours and events and parties and things like this. These double-decker bus tours. There's walking tours. There's home tours. There's a lot of architecture and fashion and all sorts of stuff that's celebrated during this week in Palm Springs. And it is an absolute blast. We are going again this year. As I'm editing this video, it has not yet happened, but we are going again this year. It's every February in honor of Modernism Week coming up here pretty soon. This is why I'm releasing all of my Palm Springs videos this month. So the entire month of February, all I'm going to be showing you is Palm Springs, California. And I truly believe you're not going to get sick of it because it's absolutely awesome there. And there's a lot of different stuff to do and see. So be sure to subscribe to my channel if you haven't done so already. It's absolutely free, and if you hit the notification bell, you'll get notified every time I post a new video, and you're really not going to want to miss any of these. So let's start with Charles Phoenix and this fun bus tour, and then we'll hit back to the antique mall, and we'll go from there.
Everything's going to work out swimmingly. How's everybody today?
Woo!
It's Charles, your tour guide, in case I didn't meet you earlier. Are you ready to see the east, west, north, and south of this fine city?
Yes.
The world's greatest resort town, alrighty. Notice also, you guys, about the department store, it is 4 steps above the sidewalk level, because if you go there, you are no longer pedestrian. No, you're 4 steps above.
Oh.
Whoa. Is the Del Marcos Hotel, built in the year of 1947, and this,
awesome.
And as you can see, it's a little bit Frank Lloyd Wright meets Mad Hatter Tea Party. Notice the front doors there. Yes, and notice those angles going a little wild and wonky for your entertainment and mine. Why just keep it going like this? Let's do a little It's like these buildings are cheerleaders. On your left, the Hollywood Regency style of modernism. Hollywood Regency is where classical elements and modern elements come together as one. And usually it's black and white, but not always. That is the Hollywood Regency style. The style was born in the 1930s in the Fred and Ginger dancing movies. Built in the 1930s, this is the place to see and be seen in the realm of the tennis court world. No more fashionable spot to this day. And also, this is where you'll find the restaurant Spencer's, Very poised and proper and dignified. And just like you will be when you go there, just like your grandmother always wanted you to be. So on your right here is the Orbit Inn. Of all the little small inns, little resortettes as I call them here in Palm Springs, this is really one of the darling of all the darlings, the Orbit Inn. I mean, this is also an excellent example, and time for us to get out in the open right now. The fact, you guys, we are looking at the facades of mostly everything. And it is not about the facade in this town. That just says hello, you're here. But when you walk through the door is when you hear the angels singing. And this place is no exception. It is a picture-perfect example of 1957 inside. The rooms are highly original, in pristine condition, and furnished with mid-century modern. Every night at 5 o'clock is when you will enjoy an Orbitini around the pool, served by the owners. So yeah, an Orbitini. I'm not exactly sure what that is, but I heard that it's a little heavier on the Orbi and not so heavy on the Teeny. But anyway, never mind that. Built in 1928, this is the largest residential plot of land in Old Las Palmas, the most glamorous neighborhood in all of Palm Springs. It was sold to Donald Duncan. Donald Duncan made his fortune selling... What?
Donuts?
I knew you were going to say donuts. No, yo-yos. This is pre-Dunkin' Donuts. I'm not sure the Dunkin' Donut family is the same as the Dunkin' Yo-Yos. Remember yo-yos? Yeah, yo-yos. This is Mr. Yeah, totally. Mr. Yo-Yo right here. He sold a lot of yo-yos. He even sold one to me. Here we are on your left. Local rock star architect Donald Wexler designed this home in 1964 for the one and only television star tycoon, Dinah Shore. Even the front walkway is on the bias. And when you walk up the front walkway, if you don't turn and go up those 2 steps, you'll go head first into that little puddle of water there. And you walk up, and then on your left, oh, is that him? You know who is there now, don't you? I'm not sure. I don't think that was him, but you know who owns this house now, you guys? Leonardo DiCaprio.
Well, shoot, let's go find him.
That was him. Okay. I don't know, but I will tell you. So anyway, so that's that whole
I'll
house
hop
right
off
there.
this bus.
That's now Leonardo DiCaprio's house. Leonardo DiCaprio, you know, I saw him at the LA County Museum of Art. He walked by me and I thought that guy looks just like Leonardo DiCaprio, only he was taller than me. And I thought Leonardo DiCaprio was only like 4'5". And then he walked by me again. I'm like, actually, that is him. He's tall.
Dang.
You know what's weird about movie stars, you guys? Living in LA, you see them. They're either much better looking in person or not at all as good looking in person. It goes both ways, but never equal to the way they appear on screen. Well, anyway, we're not talking about screen presence right now. It is set on the bias. I don't know about you, but I've always enjoyed, since I was 1 year old and I knew what a house was, I enjoyed houses that were plotted on the bias, or built on the bias on their plot, or whatever I'm trying to say. You know what I'm trying to say, yeah. As is this one. On the bias, like here's this, like straight, and then you've got bias. So in fashion, I used to be a fashion designer. And on the bias means on the diagonal of the grain of fabric. That's not being stupid, sir. There's no such thing as a stupid question. And believe me, if there is a stupid question, I'll be the one that asks that, not you. Yeah, on the bias. Yeah, I used to be a fashion designer, but I kept on getting fired because I designed outfits that look just like this. So anyway, yeah, it's on the diagonal. I should say diagonal. I mean, the layers of time here, you guys, the legend, the lore, the landmarks, and more. Sir, galore. You were going to say it with me. Galore. You don't say the word galore. That's okay. We should start saying things like galore. Atlanta, go back to Atlanta and just start saying galore to people and see what happens. This house will always be memorable to me for another reason. Not so much the time warpness, which I love, but sitting back there, not 3 tours ago, this lady said, excuse me, as we were parked in front of that house and I was telling you it was a time warp, this lady's like, and I'm like, yes. She said, I have to go to the bathroom. I'm like, I'm terribly sorry, madam. This bus is not equipped with a restroom. And short of getting off this bus and knocking on that door and asking if you can use that restroom, I said, there's nothing I can do. I'm terribly, terribly sorry. At that moment, a gentleman sitting right here in the seat where you are seated, madame, said, I own the house. Come on in. You can use the bathroom. True story. This White House the former home of legendary movie stars Goldie Hawn and Kurt Russell. The Palm Springs Visitor Center, originally built, we're almost there, originally built in 1965. Hi, you're awesome. 1965, aerial tramway gas station. It is not a gas station any longer. It is indeed the City of Palm Springs Visitor Center. When you see the building, as we round the corner, you will see the building to your right. You will see that it is an extraordinary example of futuristic modernity. Indeed, a timeless classic, hyperbolic, paraboloid roofline that goes this way, and that way, that way. Did you hear that? It goes this way, and that way, that way. Yeah, something like that. It is a very fine equation of engineering and architecture. Here it is, right here, you guys. Look at that. Oh, this is a building with a point of view. On your right, yellow front doors. On your right, orange front doors. On your right, so there is a colored front door thing going on here in Palm Springs. I do hereby declare, when I was a child, if you had a turquoise front door or an aqua front door, that meant you had a swimming pool. I don't want to run it into the ground, but Palm Springs went out of style in the starting like in the 70s, the 80s, 90s. Mid-century was considered déclassé and tacky. And this is the home of an art director from New York City who worked at GQ magazine. He started coming here in the 90s and said, this town has great bones, this town has legend, this town has lore. And I'm gonna get a jet plane full of my sophisticated friends from New York who appreciate art and architecture, and they're gonna see it like I do. Indeed they did. At that same time in the 1990s, some very sophisticated people from Los Angeles who knew about art and architecture started organizing home tours here in Palm Springs. Then pretty soon other sophisticated people from other sophisticated cities started coming to Palm Springs and said, wait a minute, you guys, this place is a wonderland to discover between the modernist architecture, the legend, the lore, the beauty. This is prime and ripe for the picking. And they started investing in these communities, each one by one. The properties have been fixed up, restored, rehabbed, redone, remodeled, and everything else. And here we are today, paying the big bucks to see it. And you're right. Twin Palms, the former home, there they are right there, the former home of legendary entertainer Frank Sinatra. This is indeed the backside of the house, but you can see it is in every way, every day, a mid-century modern post and beam style California casual home. If you go into the only unremodeled portion of the home, which is the master bath, you will see the peach tile and the peach fixtures, including the peach colored sink. Notice that sink has a big smash in it, and that smash is as a result in the year of 1951 when his then very glamorous movie star wife, Ava Gardner, somehow got so mad that she threw a champagne bottle at him and he ducked and boom, it hit the sink in the master bathroom and the master bathroom sink is still smashed. You know, there is an open door policy here, and what I mean by that, don't let your mind run wild, no. The open door policy is because the sun goes behind the mountain like an hour earlier than most places, there's an hour more of twilight time. And so during that twilight time is when cocktail hour becomes cocktail hours. It's also during that time when, you know, if you see somebody's front door cracked open some 8 to 12 inches, that means that you are welcome perhaps to come in and have cocktails with them around the swimming pool. So basically, here's how it goes. If you are walking around or driving around any one of these neighborhoods during the twilight hour here in Palm Springs during peak tourist season, what you do is you walk about halfway up the driveway, poised, proper, and dignified, as you would, and you, in a slightly louder than usual voice, you say, "What a beautiful home this is," hoping that it'll carry through that cracked open front door, over the terrazzo floor, around the mid-century modern furniture, and through the double glass, the sliding glass doors which are open, and over the pool to the patio table with an umbrella in the corner where the people are sitting having cocktails, and they'll hear you. And they'll come, you'll see like shadows inside, and then all of a sudden the door will open a little more, and you say, again, you repeat, "My, What a beautiful home you have. I guarantee you'll be by the pool in 2 minutes having cocktails. Yes, indeed. The tour continues. That is where the jail is in Palm Springs. So if any one of you, though highly unlikely, would misbehave in this town, you will be going to mid-century modern jail. How much do we love a home trimmed in the color of cantaloupe? You guys, the world needs more color. The world needs more color. The world needs more color. We're done with gray, okay?
Oh, yes.
Done!
Yes.
Finished! Throw it out! Kaput!
Yes.
Oh, sorry, okay. I'll calm down, I apologize. As we meander through the streets of kind of the outskirts of Twin Palms, where this house on your right has been redone in the tool shed. Look, I'm not sure how these two like 1981 houses on your right came to be, but here they are. Where is the Chrysler Cordoba? In the driveway. In every way, every day, and more galore. Come on, you guys, you can do better than that. And more
Galore.
You have no idea how good that sounded. On your right, somebody 2 tours ago said that's our house, former home of Spiro Agnew.
Oh.
Yeah, and he said Richard Nixon stayed in this house right here. I know, you didn't know we were going to mention Spiro Agnew on the tour, did you? Well, life is full of surprises, isn't it? And most of them, they're wonderful. This is what I call Breeze Block Lane, because on your right, on your left, Breeze Block. Breeze Block epitomizes a Palm Springs home. There is Breeze Block on almost every single house here. These homes were probably built in about 1960, 61, 62. Some of them might be a little bit newer. Some of them have been remodeled. There is some Breeze Block on your right. The reason why the houses are painted white, I mean, most houses used to be painted white in Palm Springs. Now, a lot are. But it's because the white paint will reflect the extreme high heat in the summer months, and it'll make it about 1/10 of a degree cooler. Yes, sir.
Did you know about the Jewish history of Twin Palms?
The Jewish history of Twin Palms? Actually, I don't. Why? Do you?
We were told that Jews were not allowed to own property in Palm Springs proper, and all those architects and builders like the Alexanders, Wexler, all Jews.
Okay, Jews were not allowed to own property in certain neighborhoods here. I mean, we could talk about I mean, that's a lot of places.
Yeah.
I know, but you know, we try to keep this on the light side. Because there's all kinds of layers here. And not all of them are polite, proper, poised, and dignified. Well, I mean, I don't want to say it, but you know, it's kind of the candy-coated version of it all, let's face it. You know, because that's what we've come for anyway. I know, but yeah, if you really wanted to get serious and get into that whole world, that is a whole world, and that is a story to tell, and it is worth telling. Oh, did we go past the... Oh, no, we didn't. Thank goodness. Your timing was perfect, by the way. Here we are on your right, ladies and gentlemen. This is the Royal Hawaiian Estates. If you love the Tiki Room at Disneyland, and if you want to do the Mai Tai parties, the Tiki parties, and wear your vintage Hawaiian clothing with all your friends, this is where you would do it. That is the Royal Hawaiian, built in the year 1960. Because you're going to see right now the most photographed building in all of Palm Springs land. Yes, this is the Coachella Valley Savings and Loan, built in the year of 1961. The influence of the great Brazilian modernist architect Oscar Niemeyer lives right here in this town, and yes, there is a reflecting pool right there. You can take a swim after you do your thinking. On your right, we are going to see what we've really come here for, but never really see until we go back to the place where we're staying, a swimming pool around a little mid-century modern resort. On your left, ladies and gentlemen, we might as well get it. I'm not sure what he said, but it sounded like Austin. No, Palm Springs.
Okay, I guess I put in a few more than just a couple clips here, but it was all so good, I just couldn't help myself. I hope you enjoyed this little bit of Charles Phoenix's bus tour, and now back to the shopping. Right now we're about to go do a little antiquing, and we are at Little Shop of Treasures, Antiques and Collectibles. We've never been here before, so let's go in and see what they got.
Check it out.
All right. Take a picture of you. If you looked like that, I would take a lot of pictures of you looking like that. Wow, look at all this. There's a lot of fitting in here. Ooh, I like the shelf. Whoa. Those are cool. Those are cool ones. I like them with the sparkles inside. Wow. Lots of glass. Look at her. I like this painting. I found some new artwork for our house.
What?
Right over there.
Interesting.
Or this one. You're right.
Oh, portrait of Jesus.
I'd rather have the butt picture. Ooh, I like this clock.
There we go.
Oh, yeah. Oh, look at the cute little dog planter.
Can I get this one?
$50. You're cute, though. Look at this table. It's kind of neat, huh? Hmm. How cute this is. It's cool. Okay, love that desk. That's fantastic. Ooh, look at the chair. That's pretty. whoa, what just happened right there? Did I get a seizure from that price? So we were having a little bit of sticker shock at this point, and I wasn't finding a ton of stuff that I wanted necessarily. I will say that we do discuss the prices kind of at the end of the video. Blake and I sort of hash it out about the prices, but overall, this is what you're going to see in Palm Springs in the antique stores, because there's a lot of wealth and a lot of people want mid-century modern. So it's just indicative of the market of this specific part of the country. Also, I want to mention that I have since found out this store is under new ownership now. So the last time we went out there, which was just around New Year's, we saw that the store was closed, and I looked it up and I saw that they have new ownership now. It is now open again. So when we go back this February for Modernism Week, I hope to come to this store again and record how it has changed. Should be pretty interesting. Oh, a whole wall of these. Little.
Yeah.
This is like a maze. Uh-oh. There's some records, Blake.
Stereo.
Oh. Blake found a stereo.
Looked like it had been dropped.
Looks like it's been dropped?
Yeah, it's got huge, like...
Oh. Well, okay then. Oh, I see lucite candles. Oh, oh. 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 Candle holders are 18. How much are the candles?
There is your card.
Okay.
What is it?
Oh, I want the candles, but I don't see a... Here. Is there a price on that?
Come with this. Price on that? $8.
Yeah, but that says candle holders. It says candles. We go ask if this includes the candles or if the candles are a different price. Thank you.
So it says $8 for the holders. How much is for the candles?
The candles aren't for sale.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay, so we are pulling away from Little Shop of Treasures. I saw those lucite candles in there, and after he said, like, almost like laughed at you and said the candles aren't for sale, I was like, oh, okay, well,
And a cool Pioneer stereo.
guess
for
we're gonna go.
$100.
Cool Pioneer stereo for Blake for $100 that you didn't buy
I
because he said it looked like it had been dropped on the floor.
Yeah, and a big, like, dent in the top of it.
A big dent for $100.
But for $100
okay.
though, like you can at the very least sell it for $100 easily. It's
Well,
not
obviously
worth the
they're
time.
not easily selling it for $100 because it's still there.
Well, it won't be there.
I wanted those lucite candles, so I'm
Sorry
a little
about the candles. She just took them.
bitter. Should have just not asked. Should have just went up there and paid the $18 for just put them there and given them $18 and just had them
Yeah.
wrap
And
them up.
If you put the candles out, we can say,
Like,
no, we want
oh,
the
wait,
candles
wait,
too.
this
Nope,
doesn't
no
include the
sale.
candles?
No
Yeah.
sale. No sale.
Well, no sale because we left. So. Anyway,
Candles aren't for sale.
those candles were
Nothing in an
nice.
antique mall is not for sale.
They shouldn't have anything there that's not for sale unless it's like an actual
Like a bookshelf.
piece of
something.
furniture that they're using for a display. Yeah.
Break. Here's my theory. Let me
Blake has a theory.
let me
Hang on,
bring it down here a second. Sorry.
Let's actually hear the theory. What's your theory, Blake?
So,
I thought this was gonna be a quick outro, but
Antique
apparently
malls,
it's not.
antique malls out here are great for a few things. One thing, really. The one big thing that you've always been looking for. They could have it out here because there's a lot of
That's
mid-century
true.
stuff.
Yeah.
But a lot of the, little things like that. Oh, that's cool looking, Those aren't the greatest because everything's just over. Really, really priced pretty high. out
Yes, it is.
here. So if you come out looking for little things, you're going to spend a lot of money. And, all you really have to do is probably just, drive a day east and end up in
day?
at Albuquerque or Texas and just flea markets with all this stuff. And it's all
Well, yeah, but
for a few dollars.
And most people aren't gonna drive up.
I'd rather
Whole
do that.
day.
I'd rather drive a few days and go through the little towns and stuff than pay big bucks for an antique mall out here. That's just me.
Okay. Blake would rather drive for 24 hours. But if you can't,
you can let me know if you agree
You
with me.
could go to a thrift store
Then
and search for that stuff yourself,
you can find
or
it
an
somewhere.
estate sale, or a lesser expensive antique mall not in Palm Springs. But it's fun to look at because sometimes they've got stuff out here that you just don't see very often, like those cute little red lucite candles that I wanted to buy.
Research purposes, it's good too.
Oh well. Oh well. So where are we going now?
I don't know.
We don't know. So there you go. Thanks for watching.